What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, bringing you guys our Week 10 matchup, going up against my boy Aaron and the Calgary Infernapes. Looking forward to this matchup. He's got a very, very powerful team, you guys. If you guys didn't check out the team builder, link will be in the description down below. I'm nervous. Got the nervous burp, so excuse me. Just also had dinner as well. Definitely go check out Aaron's channel. I'll be sure to link him in the description down below. He's got a team. If you guys didn't see the team builder, you can see the 6 we're bringing, why we're bringing it. You guys will see the breakdown on why I think he's bringing the 6 he's bringing. But we are currently, before this match starts, as of week 9, we're currently #1 in the league. We're 7-2 plus 21. It was just confirmed that the team that was first place 7-1 is now 7-2 plus 19. So currently #1. I don't see any way we don't make playoffs after this, so I'll still keep going in and trying to win out and win 10-2 and be good to go going into playoffs. But I'm definitely looking forward to this match. If you guys are excited, show some love. I've linked in a couple videos you guys didn't know. We got CBAD merch available, Crimson CBAD merch in the description down below. Check that out. And all that being said, let's hop right into the video. Right, we're sending that friend request right now, or the battle request. You guys see the 6 I am bringing down below. We got AV Tangrowth, Air Balloon Lead, Quillfish, Agility, Yachiberry, Diggersby, Flame Charge, Calm Mind, Blacephalon, AV Regirock, and then Eviolite Sneasel. You guys see the 6 that I think he's bringing down below there. Nidoqueen definitely shows up. Metagross manhandles my team. Lycanroc Dusk is really, really good with its priority against things like Blacephalon and Sneasel. Salamence is a great sweeper. Salamence is a great defensive check. Mega Gardevoir just hits so incredibly hard. And then Weavile for the speed. Weavile also being able to handle things like Latios and the Blacephalon. I have been wrong before about dark types. Some things that I don't want to see show up include Suicune and Blissey, as well as the, Healilist can show up. We have checks for that. Suicune and Blissey I don't want to see just because it's going to be hard for me to break through them. And then the a Trick Room Crabominable would be pretty unfortunate for me to see. But we're going to toss on our Ho-Oh music. We're going to let the battle begin. And we're going to see the 6 my mans is bringing. And hope we don't get absolutely manhandled. I don't really have a good question of the day. I've been running out of those. I've been running out of those post-game. Yeah, last week you did what's your favorite anime. Question of the day. What is your favorite movie? I'm going to write that down so I don't forget, because last time I did what's your New Year's resolution? I was like, what's your favorite Eviolite user? So we're gonna do that. So let's take a look at the 6 he's bringing. So no Lycanroc. Nidoqueen shows up, Metagross shows up, no Lycanroc, but instead Lurantis shows up. So that's something. And I do also see, unfortunately, Suicune there. Got the Lurantis, potentially as hazard control. We've got no Mence, but we have Suicune. So these are things I'm okay-er with. I definitely felt like Metagross had to come. I was pretty comfortable about most of these. But my dedicated lead is Quillfish with the Air Balloon in front of his Nidoqueen, in case that's the way he decides to go. We've got a few blanket checks around in case we need to go for that. I'm going to hold my horses here just a minute, just so I can make sure that he's doing good. We're leading off with Bath Bomb to get our spikes up. He can have a Defogger in Lurantis, which is fine because that also pressures any rocks or T-spikes that he may get up as well. The Metagross could also be a lead, which is a little bit unfortunate. Weavile could be a lead if it's to, or Suicune could, something can show up to make sure that I don't get hazards and rocks up. But I'm going to go on ahead and confirm here. Something to note without the Blissey showing up is that Flame Charge Blacephalon absolutely goes in, provided that's not Scarf Weavile or Akaberry Metagross. Blacephalon absolutely goes in if I can get a Flame Charge up. A Flame Charge, get a Calm Mind up, or get a Beast Boost. Blacephalon absolutely goes in. Let's go ahead and start us off here as he leads off with He leads off with the Nidoqueen. Alright, this is a great lead. Great lead matchup for me. Great lead matchup for me. Because Liquidation does a tremendous amount to this thing. I can also get a spike up early game. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight for Liquidation. If he's Scarfed, he can't lock himself into Earth Power. I don't see a reason why I'd have Thunderbolt. I'm going to click liquidation and get a big chunk off on this thing. And then, like I said, I can just kind of spike on whatever else wants to come in. Lorantis could come in for sure. Yeah, we are going to be faster. And that is an offensive Nidoqueen. We do get a defense drop, which should not matter. It's Rocky Helmet. Goes for the Earth Power, but I'm on my... I don't think he saw the Air Balloon. I don't think he saw the Air Balloon. So this gives me an opportunity to go for a Spike here. So we're still intact. We know this thing has Rocky Helmet and Sheer Force. And we've seen the Earth Power. So the Air Balloon lead was definitely solid. Like I said, I'll go for those spikes to kind of help chip away at things like the Metagross. Help chip away at things like Weavile, if it's like a Sash Weavile. Definitely being able to get those up will help out. He withdraws, cool, so we will get our free spike up here as he goes out into Thunder Mist, which is the Suicune. Okay. So we'll go be able to... He's got the pressure, obviously. Now, I do have a Suicune check in Tangrowth. But I also do like the idea of going for another spike in case he decides to set up Calm Minds. He could have the... He definitely could have the Calm Mind if he does, but we do carry Haze for that. So we will be able to get up a second layer of spikes here, which is definitely going to be good for us. We'll be able to kind of check out his set as well. This thing is hard-walled by Suicune outside of being able to haze it to make sure that Calm Minds are not going off. And I believe you have 16 Calm Minds in total. And I have more hazes than that. I'll need to double-check that. So we're faster than the Suicune, so that's good. So it's a more defensive set. And he goes for the substitute. Okay, that's fine. We'll probably see a leftovers recovery here. So we see that. I'm going to go for one more layer of spike in case he decides to go for a Calm Mind. Which he definitely could do. And there's the Scald. Okay, so that's fine by me. We're taking that. My Air Balloon popped, which is unfortunate. He's going to get some leftovers recovery. A-okay by me. I do have the option to go out into Tangrowth here and risk a burn. If I want to. We do have 3 layers of spikes up. So I think what I'll do here is I will go out into my Tangrowth here. Goes for another Scald, that's fine. That was a crit. Crit burn. Unfortunate. So Power Up still has a chance to... that sucks, but it's fine because we do have a chance to break this thing sub. So I'll just go for my Power Whip here. That was a risk I was going to take. But I think we can still play around it. Absolutely. He goes for the Scald again. Okay, so he's only shown sub and Scald. That's tickling me, barely. And even burnt, if he's not max HP, max defense, bold, we have a chance to break his sub. There it is. Okay. So now what I want to do is, if something else comes in, I want to click knockoff. Because I do want to get rid of this thing's leftovers. We've seen sub and Scald. He hasn't shown protect, so I don't think he's like a sub, protect, Calm Mind set. But I can just go for the knockoff here. If he, like, I get regenerator recovery off this thing. So he goes for the sub again. That's fine. Knockoff's doing 6.2 to 7.7. And then into Power Whip, we'll be able to get rid of this thing's, we'll be able to break this thing's sub. So yeah, so if he has protect, I think he might go for it this turn. And this way we're not gambling a roll with this. Goes for the Scald again, that's fine. That does abysmal damage. You go for the power whip. We'll break the sub here. And now again, he can go for this sub, but power whip has a high roll to at max HP 207. $51. Yeah, it's literally in my favor if he's max HP with a lot of defensive investment bold to break his sub every time with this. Now he reveals the protect. Okay. So I think what I almost want to do here is the next turn. So he's going to sub. I'm going to go for a power whip here. As long as I hit. That's unfortunate. Okay. So what I want to do here. What I want to do here is he's going to. I need to get a little bit of regen. I'm going to double Quillfish. I'm going to switch around Quillfish into Tang until it's back up to full. And there's the protect. Okay. We're just going to shuffle these around a little bit until Tangrowth is back up to full. Just so I'm not out of power whips, and so this thing can continue to 1v1 me. Goes to the Scald, that's fine. So now I think he'll go for a protect here, so I'll go for like a knockoff. I will go for a knockoff here, just on the protect. Sub, Scald, protect. Is it Calm Mind? No, he would have started going for it. He just goes for that there. So I'm going to double knock here. And he's still getting his leftovers recovery. So we're in a little bit of a pickle here, unfortunately. So I'll cycle real quick. If his only offensive move is Scald, though, I mean, he's gonna be in a situation more than I am, because I can just keep switching between Quillfish and Tangrowth, and then all he's left with is sub, protect, and something else. There's the Scald again. Doing a little bit more than I'd like. He's almost back up to full. I do like the priority on this thing around, so I'll just switch Tangrowth again. And I'm curious if any of my other mons can break this sub. Regirock doesn't. Sneasel probably does. Sneasel doesn't even. Wow, this thing's bulky. Okay, so I do got to keep Tangrowth around in order to break this sub, even with burnt Power Whip. And I'm going to go for that right now. If he goes for that protect, good play. He's stalling me out of him. Goes for the Scald. Okay, so as long as I hit my Power Whip, I'll be good. Hit my Power Whip. That'll break his sub. So now what I want to do is I want to go hard into my Blacephalon. On his protect. I assume he'd go for protect to stall out my Power Whip. And this will also give me a little bit of regen to help deal with this. Unfortunately, I don't have that many power-ups left to break this thing sub. Which means something like Diggersby has to come in and break. He withdraws. He goes out and a click X, please. Which is the Metagross. And that's going to take 3 layers of spikes. So I can drop a Z right now, but then Weavile takes care of me. Because this thing is pretty frail. So I'm going to go for the Never-Ending Nightmare right here. I'm going to go for the Z Shadow Ball right here. The Suicune's not in anymore, and it's going to take 3 layers of spikes when it comes back in. Even Assault Vest Metagross does not want to take this. Yeah. Like, maybe the Ghost Berry Metagross does? But I don't... That'd be some very niche tech. He withdraws. And he sacks the Nidoqueen. Okay. That's fine by me. That's fine by me. So he has to go into Weavile now and click Pursuit. If he has it. And I go out to my Regirock. I have to assume he has Pursuit. He's faster than me 100%. If I would have ran Timid, that would have been the tech. Here's Cold Steel. Okay. So Weavile's going to take 3 layers of spikes. Okay. So yeah. So I have to... Yeah, I have to go on to Regirock here. He's going to Pursuit Trap me immediately. If he doesn't, cool. Like, if he doesn't have Pursuit, awesome. But I have to assume, you know? Nidoqueen's gone, and that was a huge threat to the team. We're not looking too good. Well, we've got 3 layers of spikes up. We're not looking too bad. Tangrowth's burnt, which sucks because Suicune's a pain. Especially because we don't know what his 4th move is. Substitute, Scald, Protect, blank. Like Rest. Toxic. Something like that. Oh, I didn't switch out to my... I didn't click switch. He's going to click Pursuit here. There it is. Okay, so Weavile's going to knock me out. Okay, as black. Dude. So I think... Fortunately, Blacephalon, you did your job. I think what I have to do here... Go into Diggersby. So we know he's not Life Orb. Let's just say Expert Belt and then. Expert Belt, Crash, Earthquake. Return, we knock him out. Do I go for Earthquake? Yeah, Earthquake. Got to play around this carefully. So I have Sneasel in the back. So I have Regirock in the back. So I have priority on Quillfish. Intimidate helps with Metagross. Liquidation and Haze help with any setup. But you got to play carefully. 68.8% chance to OHKO with Sub-Zero Slammer. And if he's adamant... I didn't see if that was a crit or not. That's unfortunate. Okay. That is what that is. I'm gonna go into Sneasel. Sneasel's faster than everything. I can try going for a power-up punch. We know he's like no item. I'll go for a power-up punch here. He goes to the knockoff. So that'll remove my Eviolite. Alright. So now I'm going to go for an Ice Shard, hopefully, and pick him off. Alright. Don't have an Eviolite. And I don't want to show Throat Chop just... It sucks that we just didn't get that roll on Power-Up Punch. Because it had a... Power-Up Punch with 3 layers of spikes has an 81.3% chance to OHKO after 3 layers of spikes. Unless he has defensive investment. Alright, so Sneasel is going to kill Weavile. KO's Weavile. If Mega Guard comes out, I think Metagross has to come out, and I have to go Quillfish into Tang almost. Goes out to the Suicune. So Suicune. I'm gonna go for the Throat Chop here. He goes for the Protect, that's fine. Running out of Scalds. Running out of them, unfortunately. And I steal his leftovers with Pickpocket, too. I think that's how that works. No, that's not how that works. So he's just going to straight up attack me. And he does not get the burn. Okay, cool. I'm going to keep this around because it's faster than Mega Guard. 4v4, I'm not looking too good. Goes for the Protect, that's fine. How many Power Whips do I have left? Six Power Whips left, which makes 3 Power Whips left in front of Suicune. That's so unfortunate about Diggersby, man. I thought he would have been scared out with Scarf. Unless he thought I was Scarf and just said, well, I'm going to sack this thing and go for my ice move. Which is very, very plausible. So he withdraws. He goes out into top tier waifu, which is going to be the Gardevoir. Can take 3 layers of spikes and a power whip. So to get some regen, I am going to go out on a Quillfish. Might be running out of Scalds if he doesn't have an attacking move on Suicune. Goes for the Wish. So you could definitely be passing into Suicune. Definitely be passing into Suicune. Goes for the Protect. Okay. Everything is Wish Protect on the team. Okay. Power Whip is still my best play, unfortunately, but I can't do that. Goes to the Hyper Voice. Yeah, that's way too much damage. That is far too much damage, and I need this thing around for Suicune. I'll go on a Quillfish, hopefully on the Wish. Get a little bit of regen. I think I have to go on a Regirock. It just sucks because I need that thing around for Metagross. I don't know how I can pull this out, unfortunately. He played really, really well. The Suicune was just a little bit of a problem. So Hyper Voice is going to knock me out. Hard. Well. Voice. So yeah, so I can go into Regirock against Gardevoir. And Stone Edge does a lot. And I have a chance to crit, so I think that has to be my play. I think that has to be my play, is to start fishing for like some Stone Edge crits. Suicune's still just such a pain. And I think I kind of Suicune's such a pain. The burn on Tangrowth was huge. I just anticipated like sub Calm Mind, so I didn't prep for just sub Scald Protect. And I don't know what his fourth move is. I truly don't. Here's the Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice is 30 to 36 to me. Alright. So another Stone Edge should knock him out. Goes for the Will-O-Wisp. So another Stone Edge will knock him out. Unfortunately, now my Regirock is burned. There's the Hyper Voice again for the damage. That's fine. Bring us down to 67. We go for a Stone Edge here. Rock KOs. Card. So we're just not looking good because that Suicune goes out and a Click X, please, which is the Metagross. I think I have to hope for something that he does not kill me. And I can click counter. Right here. There's the agility. Ah! It went for Earthquake, man. It went for Earthquake. Because there's that. Now he's going to be faster than my Sneasel. And I'm just dying to burn. That's the whole game. Yep, agility Metagross is gonna finish me off here. I'm just gonna go for an Earthquake. There's the Meteor Mash. Yeah, Meteor Mash is gonna put me down. 7. Gross. There's Rock. Mash. Yeah, it was a hard matchup, man. Even with Spikes, he just played so well. He just played so well, man. And now for a little bit of recovery, I'm going to try to go into my Sneasel. Hopefully tank a hit from this thing. Get some Ice Shard chip by chance. There's the Ice Punch. Gross KO Sneasel. Oh, and he's Life Orb. That should give Knockoff a little bit more damage, but unfortunately, we're just not getting any more recovery off against the Suicune. And Lurantis is still in the back yet. I might be able to bring this to a 2-0, depending on Knockoff damage right here, but that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. I'll bring it as close as I can, but Life Orb Ice Punch from this thing is going to hurt. Yep. If he loses that, we're going to knock off his Life Orb. And he lives on 1. So, yeah, I'll go for another knockoff here. We should live an Ice Punch. Yeah, we'll live an Ice Punch. But then whatever else comes in just kind of puts us down. Yeah, 27. So, Tangrowth kills Gross from knockoff. Yeah. And then Lurantis comes in and can superpower my face in. It was a good match. It was a good match. I think bringing it down to 2-0 is as good as I could have hoped for in this matchup, personally. But like I said at the beginning of the video, Aaron's just a fantastic, fantastic battler. Crit HP Ice? Nope. Okay. So, and then he goes for his own hidden power, so. And that'll be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Aaron, for the match, man. Unfortunately, our win streak comes to an end. We are now 7-3 plus 19. So that's still a heck of a matchup. We're still at least in the top 2 or 3 spots on the league. So definitely go check out Aaron's channel, guys. Link to his channel will be in the description down below. Of course, if you guys have enjoyed this battle, make sure you guys leave a like. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section down below. All that being said, as always, pick up your merch. I'd like to remind you guys to be great and do great. I'm going to let this outro bang. I'm going to talk to you all soon. Later.